Hi everybody. This video is a little bit different than my usual videos. Under my videos are, combo videos are like a ridiculous high damage or pretty much just a regular gameplay video. Um, this video is just a rant about the upcoming patch that we know is coming, but there's pretty much no other information out there. And I just thought to share a few ideas that what I think the game needs. Although I have to say that the game at the current position, how it is pretty okay now. Minor tweaks here and there should be okay to make this game even more enjoyable. And most of all, what I, as a combo video guy, wait for from this patch is some new deck to discover, and to teach you guys and to even try out myself. First question to you all who watch is, how do I create the account to test your might? I have tried several times to create an account there, and they always reject my account. I have no idea why. They don't give me any reason. I just make account, confirm it, and they just reject it, and I don't know. Anyway, now I'm just going around and giving you ideas. I'm doing a really quick overview of every character in the game and just pretty much telling you what I think they should need or they should not do. Well, pretty much just let's jump into it. And I will start with Alien, of course. Alien is one of those characters that at the moment are pretty much almost near God tier. He has many problems as a character, but it is NRS game, so you kind of pretty much get used to this like after a while. And this is the character, and of course Bora Joe after the Kombat Pack 2 that made me pretty much quit the game for, I don't know, I didn't play the game at 6 months or something. I returned to the game recently just because I really missed doing the combos, searching new high damage and all these things. I thought about how to nerf this guy and how to keep him playable and really good. And pretty much here's my idea. They can do some of these things, or they can do even all of these things, and the alien still would be really good. One thing, Tarkatan shouldn't get a free extendable special move, so you can just extend your special movie to get the launcher. I don't think that's necessary because Alien has pretty fast overhead launcher that can be done in the air, and it has armor as well, so it doesn't really need like 3 launchers. Tarkatan also has another launcher, so Tarkatan has 3 armored launchers into full on combos from which is insane, like really insane. Most characters don't have any armored launchers, like any, and he has 3. Why? And why is that? Overall, I think his main combo that you see in every tournament, grand finals, or whenever CR Dragon plays, is just this combo all over again. Make a cap to the combo after the second hit, so the cap is before 50-50. It doesn't matter, you just go in with that string, and I don't want to guess, I just can armor the shit out of it. So alien players now actually have to think what they're going to do. Another thing or idea for alien, I think, is his forward advancing. same string once again. It is really good, and I think it's too good. So just change the first hit to high. Change the first hit to high, and I don't even care if you make it a little bit faster. Make it 9 frames startup and make it high, for example. And I think that's pretty much should cover the alien in overall, because these things after that, if you make the caps and all these things, he is just not that ridiculous character anymore. Now let's move on. Jason got really good after the last game, and in my opinion, Unstoppable is the best variation in this game right now. He is too good. Unstoppable is too good. Yes, and the rest just did too much. I am just Jason main myself. Well, one of my main characters is Jason, and I stopped playing Jason after the last patch. And one reason is because I felt ridiculous. I felt too bad. I always feel bad when I play characters, let's say like Alien. I feel bad about this because I don't feel like I'm doing enough to get my wins. I just win, and this is ridiculous. So I think Unstoppable needs a nerf, and what they should do with Unstoppable is that his back 3 into command grab should not connect on block. First thing. It is a gimmick in a way. It has a cap, yeah, sure, but still, his factory is 9 frame mid. So Jason has 2 forward advancing 9 frame mids, and his main string forward advance is like almost like half a screen or even more. So he doesn't really need second forward advancing mid into command grab, which connects on block and on hit and does 17% damage, so that's too much. Also, his armor breaking ability at Unstoppable should only be with EX damage buff, and I think his regular and EX damage buff should do exactly the same amount of damage, because damage isn't really Jason's problem, but only perk he has is that EX version just breaks armor. So now he's more meter dependent as well. That slows him down quite a bit. Also, and another thing, I don't think he should get the ability to add himself both the damage buff and the healing. I think it's either one of those two, not both of them at once. And that's pretty much it. So I don't think you should much change his buttons. His buttons are fine, and even if you do these things, he still remains an S or even S plus tier character. Relentless is fine. Relentless is fine, and then he works well how he is. I kind of thought about his about Jason's ability to come back to life and how much life he gets, and if you do these nerfs, that coming back to life doesn't mean so much here, like it means right now. So if you come back to life, in my opinion, you should come back to life every single time, no matter the reasons, because you can get the healing, which gives you meter as well. All these things, it's just broken, and this character needs nerfs. I mean, like bad. Kung Lao is fine. I mean, Kung Lao shouldn't need anything. Kung Lao is playable as he is. He's still really good. Only thing that they should consider is that the variation that's not pretty much never used is hat-trick. Hat-trick is all gimmicks, and nothing he does is pretty much real. So just to tweak it a little bit, they should make the hat toss. Maybe they should do the hat toss like Sonya's grenades are. They won't go away if you hit like Kung Lao for example. And if you can do that, then Kung Lao hat-trick is much more viable. I think it's pretty much only thing you need to add this, because Kung Lao doesn't need like plus strings or things like that to make him ridiculously good. That's pretty much the only thing. If they touch more on Kung Lao, he goes a little bit overboard, I think. Jax is good. Jax is pretty much perfect the way he is. He doesn't need anything else, because if you give him a little bit more, there is a high danger that he will be launched into God tier, and then we see only Jax players everywhere. So Jax is viable as it is, and when I always consider like viable characters, I always consider these things. How many times I have seen these characters on majors, like in top 16s or top 8s. If I see those characters there and in different variations, the character is fine. It works. It has tools what it needs. It just needs to be played better in a way. And another thing I always consider is if there is a character that's like played only by pretty much only one variation, or it has one variation that is never played. This is something they should look at, because the game is variation dependable. So you know, this is how we should go. Sonya is really good right now. Although Demolition has been nerfed already. I would want to say that we should nerf Demolition, but there is really no need, because only player that can play this character is pretty much Scar, and I have seen no other Sonya player that can actually do these things. Sonya is really unsafe, full of caps. He doesn't have good armors, he doesn't have armor launches, you know, all these things. So the moment Sonya is without grenades, it's just target practice. Well, unless you are playing against Scar. And special forces and Covert Ops both actually are really playable. Just Demolition is so much better than those two. So either do something with Covert Ops or special forces to make it even out, or nerf this one a little bit. But I don't think they really should do much. With Covert Ops, I don't really know what they should do, but one idea was that this command throw that Sonya has, I think it should restand your opponent. Instead of knocking you down, I think it should restand your opponent into a new mix-up. Yes, into restand in a way that you can that's not plus, but that either you can backdash out of, or you can you know, armor out of, but it is restand. In special forces there's really nothing you need to change. It's really good. I think just people haven't put so much time into the variation, because you know, you have Demolition and you have Covert Ops. Genji is really good. One thing I would want to change in Genji is that balance telepathy is too negative. It is too negative on block, and it is high, so it is good move. It is really good move, but I think it should be like negative 30 instead of negative 40. It doesn't seem to be like a big change, you know, and take away 10 frames of recovery on block, but it actually is. So that means right now in half screen, if you block the Genji telepathy, faster characters can actually run into punish. For like Kung Lao can just run in and get free pressure. If you do 30 minus 30, you can't run in, so Genji has armor possibilities and all these trickery. Genjutsu, in my opinion, is his best variation and really good. So Genji shouldn't be really touched just leave him be, let players find out how to play it and work it out. Kitana is one of the characters I hate, so pretty much end the rest, just kill this character. I mean, just take away everything, take away the fans, take away special moves, take away everything. But in reality, Kitana is fine. I mean, he really is fine. You don't need to change anything about this character. All variations, in my opinion, are quite equal, really playable, and that's it. It's just you need to play Kitana, you know, and that's the main thing here. And there are Kitana players that get majors pretty much all the time. They play either Aurora Storm or Assassin, but there have been even more for players, so it can be playable. Scorpion is fine. I mean, Scorpion is really good. Ninjutsu dominates other variations, of course, right now because of his neutral game, and then Fiend's 50/50s. Hellfire cancels are really good, and I think it was really good idea to give his 2-1-4 a gap, and now it all works well. Inferno is still pretty much unusable by regular hands, but there have been great players that can play even Inferno. So Scorpion is fine, don't even touch Scorpion. Now here is one character that I need some tweaks. Grandmaster is fine. Please do not give Grandmaster anything more. Grandmaster will immediately go to like God tier if you just give him anything more. Nothing. You should nerf this variation as well. It is annoying, yes, I know people hate Grandmaster, and I'm not a fan of Grandmaster as well, but there is so many characters in this game that just don't care about the clone. I mean, like Ferrator or Alien or Predator or even like Shinnok, they just don't care. You can do Hellsparks and then the clone just goes away, and I mean, there's like so many characters in this game that just don't give a crap about the clone. What needs love are these two here, and here's my problem. Usually you have like 3D variations that are different. You have one defensive variation, you have one like average, and you have one offensive variation. And for obvious reasons, we know the Cryman's the least offensive one, but he isn't that offensive. You can't really play that great of offensive game with him. So my opinion is either give him faster hammer, make it a little bit faster, like make it 3 or 4 frames faster than it already is, and that would create some places where you wouldn't be able to armor the move, or you wouldn't be able to armor the move, or you wouldn't be able to backdash, or do these things. Right now it's really easy to react to. Now other ideas for Grandmaster was to make his hammer cancelable move, so you could cancel out the armor, and that would create some block strings, some places, and I know it's quite dangerous because Sub-Zero has 50/50, so if you make him a cancelable move, that would be like a real bad idea, but there are ways to balance it out. And one thing is, that cancel, like for example Ferrator's cancel does a lot of scaling, so the moment you use cancel in combos or something, it just scales hell out of your combo. And of course his gold powder string wouldn't be cancelable string because it's on hit string, it just stays as it is. And I think the EX version shouldn't be cancelable. Just EX version is just EX version, and you can't cancel the EX version move. These are some ideas. One idea I thought, that is every hammer should be more plus on block. Just to maybe like give him a little bit more tools to deal with. Right now his cryomancer isn't really that good. I pretty much never see cryomancers, so you know. Unbreakable, he is really good right now, but his gameplay goes around Frozen Aura, and Frozen Aura cancels pretty much his only with the power, so you need meter to play this character. And his parry is pretty decent. It's a low and high and mid, you know, parry, while most parries are either, you know, mid, high or low. And that is pretty cool. To make this to make the parry better, I think what they should do is make the parry for overheads as well. I mean, just make the parry the full-on parry that you just can't hit him on active frames. That's it. And right now you can just jump on him or do whatever aerial move you want, and NJP for example, and then you get free stuff. Add these things and he's much more dangerous, you know. Right now when somebody jumps on you, you can't do the parry, but imagine if you could do that, then nobody would want to jump on Unbreakable. You can just, you know, do the parry thing and get your combo going. So I think these are viable ideas. Milena is perfect. I mean, Milena is really perfect, although people don't use that much of Ethereal and Ravenous. They don't need anything. They have all the tools in the game. Piercing is the best one in the game because of Foxy Grandpa. But Milena Piercing is S+ tier only because of Foxy Grandpa. I mean, name me other characters that can play, other players that can play piercing as well as he does. No, he doesn't. Like, it's exactly the same thing when Foxy Grandpa played Tempest. You know, everybody said that Tempest needs nerfs. No, Tempest doesn't need nerfs. Foxy Grandpa needs nerfs. And same thing is here. There is absolutely nothing to nerf here. Like nothing. His back 1-2 is really good. It's mid, it's format advancing, you know, it's super cancelable. Yes, I know that some salty people want to nerf that back 1-2, but you don't really need to nerf it. I mean, there's absolutely no need to nerf it. Milena doesn't have like most tools that other characters have. Milena has to work pretty hard for his stuff, although his damage, her damage is a little bit good, a little bit too good, but you know, that's NRS games and I don't think you should touch anything here, because if you add anything, Milena is cut here immediately. If you take away, she's trash, so leave it. Milena is fine. Takeda is, in my opinion, one of the most brain dead characters in the game. It doesn't matter if you're Ronin, a Jirai, Ryu, or a Lasher. Every Takeda is just exactly the same. Just do the one string, you know, forward 1, 1, 2, blah blah blah, into 50-50s, into kunais, and just repeat it, play it, repeat it, play it, and that's it. That's pretty much all you need to do. And every variation is playable. Every variation is seen on, I don't know, like every tournament, so this character is fine. Don't touch it at all. You don't need to nerf it. You don't need to buff it. So let him be. He's good. He's really good character. Cassie Gates is one of the characters I really hated. Hollywood was too good, and now she is nerfed. So I have no more beef with Hollywood now. Only variation that I think maybe needs a little bit more is Spec Ops, and I think they should try to make it in a way that the EX rockets should be unblockable. I know it seems like a ridiculous idea in a way that it could overpower Cassie, but I was sitting in the practice and doing Spec Ops stuff, and does it really make really make her god tier? No, it doesn't. And if I started thinking up decks and stuff, you know, for the unblockable EX rocket, there are a couple of things you can create for like really bad situations, but still you need meter for that, and it doesn't guarantee you anything because there are like Goro and Imperator and other characters that can just do unbreakable armors. So you know, there are ways just to get around that. So it would be like one fun thing to try out, because I'm not a Cassie player, so I might be like suggesting really something really dangerous here. Okay, Jackie is in my opinion overpowered, so Jackie needs a nerf in damage department. I mean, with every variation she has safe 50/50s. She has safe 50/50 options that get you like 50+% damage, which is insane. That damage is way too much. Nerf that damage. That's pretty much my all. Yeah, nerf that damage. There are people who whine about high tech, that high tech should get like buffs. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, people? High tech can jail you from every situation as much as you want. My suggestion is just learn to play high tech. That's it. High tech has every tool in the game you need, and I think they overall Jackie needs nerfs. I mean, Jackie is too powerful right now, really. And if you take away the damage a little bit, more players will turn away from the character, because right now it's like easy choice to play with. So Kung Chin, he's doing fine. Bojutsu is still, I think, his best variation. If you can hit confirm, really good. Shaolin second best, of course, and even Ancestral is actually playable. You just need to know how to play it. So, like one of the ideas here, in my opinion, is that with Ancestral, I think you shouldn't lose the empowered arrows with time. I think they should stay with you until you use them. For example, you get like 3 shots with fire arrows, and fire 1 shot with either stun or that whatever the third arrow is that takes away the meter. That would be the game changer and make this character a lot more dangerous in many ways. Right now you always lose time with this constant reloading, and you would still have to do it if you want to change the arrows. I mean, if you want to change the arrow before you actually use them more. So Shaolin doesn't really need much besides, I think they really need to do something about his meterless damage. He has like the worst damage in the game, and that is sad. That is sad beyond reason, and you don't even see, I mean, Kung Shin in tournaments anymore. Slayer was like the only player that played this character pretty much, and now he's gone as well. So something is wrong here, and maybe increase his damage a little bit, his meterless damage. Because it's kind of ridiculous that there are characters that can tango 50% with 1 bar, no matter the screen, and then you have Shaolin that cannot do 45% no matter how much bars you spend. So that's a little bit messed up. Taina is bullshit character anyways, so just leave her be. Just don't nerf it, don't buff it, don't do anything. Here is one character that I really hate. This character is bullshit all the way to, like, from top to bottom. 50-50 into 50-50 3 stands, whatever, armor breakers. This character needs to be relooked at, like from the beginning to the top, and just remake the strings, remake everything. This character is broken as hell, and that's pretty much all I can say about this. Leatherface is really good. He has a couple of problems. First of all, as a zoning character, his basic zoning tool is too slow. It is too slow. It is slower than Jason's machete does, so make it a little bit faster, and that's pretty much all the idea there. With Killer and Butcher, you don't really need anything. They are really good variations right now, and then they are tournament viable characters as well. But Leatherface, he needs meat. So instead of having like a forward advancing 7 frame high into unsafe stuff, just make it, for example, 11 frames meat, or like 12, I don't know, 11-12 frame meat forward advancing into the same stuff, and that would actually make him better in a way, because right now when Leatherface is next to you, you can mash pretty much down 2 and uppercut him all day, or you know, if you're Milena, just do regular rolls, and you can just punish him. That's pretty much all the buffs you need. With Predator, there's nothing you want to change, I think, right now. He has found pretty good balance after all the nerfs and buffs he already got, so this character works the way he is. I really wouldn't change anything. Shinnok, in my opinion, needs nerf. Necromancer, of course not, but here is my problem with the trance. The trance is too long. If you kill somebody's ability, you get damage buff, and you get free vortex. And if you play, for example, like against Ferrator, it is guaranteed 19%. You can't do anything. You can just do the command grab, and that's it. It is guaranteed 19%. That's too much. It is guaranteed damage, and it is ridiculous. And my idea is make imposters trance shorter, in a way shorter that the imposter player needs to be fast. I mean, the moment he gets to move, he has like 10 or 15 frames to do his attack. Not to build meter, not to jump around, you know, do whatever he wants and then just mix you up. No, he needs to be fast. He would still have the vortex, but he needs to be fast, and he needs to decide really fast what he's going to do, and that changes the game a lot in a way. If you catch your opponent really far away with trance, and you can't do everything, you can't do like overhead because your opponent will recover first, you can do that. And I think that would be fair. Right now imposter is way too powerful for this game, because you can keep your opponent in the vortex as long as they get strong, or you know, they break. And Hellsparks is his main tool, and although it is really fast, I thought about, you know, maybe they should make it a little bit slower, but no, Hellsparks is his main tool, and I think it should remain as it is. But here is my problem, that the down forward into Hellspark shouldn't be a real block string. Fix that thing, and Shinnok is, you know, normal character. Kano is really good. I mean, really good. Cutthroat is like S+10 right now. He has everything you need. One thing that Cybernetic, well, actually, he doesn't need anything anymore. He has also all tools. Commando, I think they should make him just one parry. Just lose two barries, make him one barry low and high mid, and go with that. Make it one barry, make it a little less painful, and I think you have really good character there. Johnny Cage is fine. I mean, you don't really need to do anything here. We have stunt double players, we have A-list players, we just don't have fistcuff players. I don't really even know what to do with fistcuffs. Fistcuffs is quite annoying as it is, and I don't think you should do anything. Aaron Black is good. I mean, he is one of the best characters in the game by far. Gunslinger is really good. He is full of caps, so I don't think we should do anything about this character anymore. He is fine. All variations are really good, so let's just leave him. Here's my view of Liu Kang. I think Flame Fist is too good. I know I'm getting a lot of hate, but Flame Fist is too good. And the reason why Flame Fist is too good is because of parry. I think his parry is too good, and then it should be a little bit worse. I think. Like right now, you can do the punches, cancel into the EX fire, go to another punches, and then you can do like parry, so your opponent can touch you at not single place, for example, or you know, all these things. And he's a little bit too powerful. Duelist, well, it is good. Pretty much, I think just Flame Fist needs some things to keep done. Yeah, this character is perfect. I'm not even talking about Ermac, it works fine. War God, Blood God, and Sun God are also three variations that are fine. This character is also good. Don't touch it, it just works. Same with Reptile. Reptile works fine as well. There's really no need to do anything here. It just works, you know. It is good. Ferrator is also pretty much near perfect. I mean, this is one of my favorite characters in the game, and he is pretty much what he can be. Because if you add him something else, you know, he will launch into God tier. So right now, people need to know how to play him. Kurr and Biohazard have been doing a really good job, so yeah, this is playable character all the way. Good armors, good buttons, fast stuff, you know, he has so many stuff. So, you know, oh, and speaking of Ferrator, with Jason's down 1 is too good. I mean, it's 6 frames, -2 on block, make it -5. 6 frames startup, -5 on block, and that should fix the Jason problem as well. You have Bloodmother and Swarm Queen as tournament viable variations, and you have online variation. So I don't know, you shouldn't touch anything here. This character is also really good. You don't need much with this, but Master of Storms needs something, and I think his static traps should activate a little bit faster, only a little bit, because if they activate instantly, then they are too good, and the Master of Storm will launch into God tier fast. I mean, like really fast. So a little bit faster startup on the static traps, and maybe give more damage to the static traps when you stand near them. Now, it might sound weird, but Quan Chi needs buffs. I mean, they pretty much killed this character. Well, they killed Summoner, but he needs his Skydrop to be better. So, you know, just make the Skydrop better. Either give it a better hitbox, give it hurtbox. I mean, just give it something better, make it a little bit faster, or make it like double 2-hit armor, or whatever, you know. Right now it's just like free combo, you know, just when it comes you can NJP it, you can do whatever you want, pretty much catch it out of there. That move is useless.
and just fix that sky drop, and pretty much you're done with this character. Goro is really good. You don't really need to do anything. Goro is, in my opinion, a little bit even overpowered, but so far people haven't really utilized Goro in that way. So you know, let him be right now. Tremor is pretty much aftershock only. Like these two variations don't relate that much. Crystalline and aftershock actually are two variations that people play a lot compared to like his overall game. But metallic success, to be honest. And the reason is his tools aren't really that good, and you need to spend your time to switch between those things. So I think they should just do 4 variations. Just make the lava and gold separate variations like with tribal. Simple as that. And tweak them a little bit accordance to that, and you will get a great character. Triborg, I don't think you should touch much here. Sector and Smoke are perfect, they are fine. Please do not touch these characters. Cyrex needs a damage boost. I mean, he doesn't do any damage. He's like Kung Jin Shaolin right now. You need to put so much work into doing anything with him, and you pretty much are dependent on your mix-ups. His buttons are shitty. Special moves aren't really that good. His armor is maybe the worst armor in the game. That's it. Cyrex needs some love. And Cyber Sub-Zero, of course, are now the big question mark here. What to do with like Cyber Sub-Zero? I don't know. Cyber Sub-Zero was too powerful before. Now he's the most pointless, so I don't even know what to do here. He seems to be one of those characters that if you give him anything, he's too good. If you take it away, he's bad. So this is something that you really should test out a lot, just to see how it actually turns out. So that's my overall view of the game video. One thing I want to add, that Alien's acidic is making too much damage with his poison, so you should tweak that down from like 0.5 to 0.1, 0.2, you know, make it more reasonable. So here is my view of the latest patch, coming patch, my ranting, just pretty much ranting it out. As I'm saying this more like a casual player. I'm a casual player. I'm doing good online. I'm doing good on tournaments. I'm a decent player, but I'm not something great at the moment. The knowable players show up, I'm pretty much dead in many ways. So all of these are in the view of like casual player combo, a video guy who just makes high damage stuff. I can just press buttons and that's it. And so in the comments or whatever, just let me know your ideas, because I always like to speculate around these things, and then if you actually get to know what the patch are, we can make comparisons and all these things, that what we wanted, what we actually got, and all these things. So thank you all for watching this video. If you like these kind of rants about whatever things, let me know. I have several things that I would really like to rant about in Mortal Kombat. For example, I would really like to rant about the best special moves in the game, or I have a few rants about special normals in the game, like what are the best normals in this game, and you know, best strings in this game, you know, all these things. So let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about my ideas about you know, the changes this game, you know, might do. But overall the game is, I think, nearly done, being like perfect in his ways he possibly can be. So you know, thank you all for watching, and hopefully we can see you in the next videos.